What's up, you guys, and welcome to Saturday's video. Okay, I am absolutely exhausted. Like, videos during the week are really easy, but like I've had a long day and I really was like, I was telling my mom, I was like, it's okay, like I can just skip today, right? As long as I upload like a badass video tomorrow. And she was like, yeah, it's fine, you could just miss one day, like it's okay. So, and then she was like, you can do it really fast, like uncut, like, you know, whatever, like, you know, just get a video. So here I am, and I'm just going to give a little bit of a story time about why being the baby and growing up as the baby of the family is not as peaches and cream as everybody makes it seem. So I grew up in a family of 5 until I was 15 years old, and then my parents decided to adopt a baby. Out of the grandkids, on my dad's side, I was the youngest. I was the baby in my immediate family, and it was absolutely torture. And I always say that I will never have 3 kids because I grew up with 2 older siblings, and it was hell. So story number 1. This one time we were going to the beach, and you know, my brother and sister were only 2 years apart, but me and my sister are 5 years apart, and me and my brother are 3 years apart. So they were always like close and kind of like grew up together, and I was like always left out, and they like kind of like hated me or like resented me, envied me, whatever, because my parents babied me a lot, which was fine until I got the retaliation of my siblings. So we were going to the beach, and they were like, hey, like, let's see who can chug a soda the fastest, you know, like a can of soda. So there I am with my soda, and they're like, okay, like we're all 3 going to chug the soda and see who can win. So I was like so set on winning because I was like, I have to win, so they think I'm cool. So I am like there, and they're like, ready, 1, 2, 3, go. And I chugged my soda so fast, and I thought I won, but turns out they didn't chug their sodas. And like almost instantly I threw up everywhere. I did get in trouble by my parents because we were on our way to the beach, and like I had threw up in the backseat of the car, and I was like, no, they told me to chug the soda, and they set me up. Story number 2 will be that I had to share a room with my brother. So my aunt had like moved in with us, and so she took over my room, and instead of me like sharing a room with my sister, which makes sense, they said that she was older, you know, and she had a boyfriend now, so I needed to share a room with my brother. He had like the bunk beds where it was like a bed and then like a futon, so I like had the futon part, which it was all fine. I was cool with like sharing a bed, sharing a room with him, you know, whatever. But he would only let me in there like if I was literally asleep. If I was laying down like on my phone or, you know, doing something, watching TV, he would tell me to get out. And I would be like, no, like I'm laying down, like I'm gonna go to sleep. And he was like, well, you're not asleep, so you need to get out. Like, you know, and then I would tell my mom, like, you know, like, he's not even letting me in there, like where do I go? And like I'll go into my mom's room and I'll get kicked out. I could not go in my sister's room, and then I couldn't be in my brother's room because like I wasn't trying to sleep all day long, and then I couldn't be in my room because my aunt was in there, and then downstairs, you know, I was just gonna be annoying or too loud or anything, and I had nowhere to go. And for those a few months of my life, I remember just the world was against me. And story number 3 will be probably the worst, and probably why I'm like so sensitive, but my brother and sister have always kind of like hated me. I've always been the annoying younger sister. Okay, so whenever I was younger, I had like a really bad underbite, and it had like my bottom teeth had rubbed the enamel off of my top teeth, and so I had like silver teeth, you know, I was that like little Mexican kid. I know y'all all know which one I'm talking about, you know, with all the silver teeth. That was me. My sister and my brother called me Piranha for the longest time. They traumatized me, and they would always call me Piranha, and I would get my feelings hurt because like my teeth were something that really like, you know, affected me when I was younger, because that was like, you know, it's the first thing everybody notices. So like, oh, whoa, you know, like, oh, what happened to her teeth? My whole life, my teeth have like been an issue. They like would joke about it and call me Piranha. And then it didn't get any better whenever I had to, or maybe I don't remember like why or when the whole piranha thing started, but then I had to wear headgear, you know, to try and like fix how jacked up my teeth were, and forget it. Like, my friends would come over and they'd be like, oh, did you show them your headgear? And I would be like, no, like, you know, like, that's not something I want people to know. Like, I only had to wear it at night. I didn't show them my headgear, like, in show and tell or something. Like, they just bullied me and traumatized me. So I have always said I will have 2 kids or I will have 4 kids. But yeah, that is my little story time of why being the youngest kid or why being the baby of a family is not as great as people think it is. Some of the things are great, like I never had to put up the groceries because I always was asleep, you know. My dad would carry me inside. I would just be asleep on the couch, and then like I would hear that they were done putting up the groceries, and then I would be like all of a sudden awake, you know. You had to play your cards right, but I guess like I just didn't really because I was fucking bullied. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I know some people like story times, but I know some people like hate story times. So give this video a thumbs up if you love story times, and also give this video a thumbs up if you're proud of me for posting 6 videos in a row. Like, come on. I don't have anything else to say other than I hope y'all are having a good weekend and staying safe. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.